Kate Middleton has been a huge topic recently as people are concerned about her, worried where she is since she hasn't been spotted out in months. December was the last time she was publicly photographed, and people are pressing the palace to address things. It's gotten extremely sketchy though, as they've tried to share a photo of Kate and her 3 kids over the weekend, but now major news organizations are issuing retractions on the photo shared by the palace as it seems to have been altered in many ways. This altered photo has caused extreme concern to Kate's whereabouts and well-being. In January, Kate did have abdominal surgery, and the palace had issued a statement saying she wouldn't be returning to public duties until after Easter. The statement was posted to the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram account, where they shared, "Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales was admitted to hospital yesterday for planned abdominal surgery. The surgery was successful, and it is expected that she will remain in hospital for 10 to 14 days before returning home to continue her recovery. Based on the current medical advice, she is unlikely to return to public duties until after Easter." The Princess of Wales appreciates the interest this statement will generate. She hopes that the public will understand her desire to maintain as much normality for her children as possible, that her personal medical information remains private. Kensington Palace will therefore only provide updates on Her Royal Highness's progress when there is significant new information to share. The Princess of Wales wishes to apologize to all those concerned for the fact that she has to postpone her upcoming engagements. She looks forward to reinstating as many as possible as soon as possible. Despite them saying she wouldn't return to public duties until after Easter, it hasn't stopped the internet from coming up with conspiracies related to her not being seen in a long while, especially in light of Prince William's pulling out of his godfather's memorial recently because of a personal matter. The canceled appearance and lack of Kate's public appearance just led to a ton of speculation about where she is and if she was okay. At the time, the Associated Press reported saying Kensington Palace says Britain's Prince William has pulled out of attending a memorial service for his godfather, the late King Constantine of Greece, because of a personal matter. The palace declined to elaborate on Tuesday, but said his wife, the Princess of Wales, who is recovering from abdominal surgery, continues to do well. Despite this all sounding like it could be kind of serious, there's been a lot going around that's unserious, and if you're chronically online, then you'll get why Kate Middleton was trending along with Willy Wonka a couple weeks ago, as some were joking that she was working at the Willy Wonka experience that was exposed for being a total disaster a few weeks ago. People were also joking about her recovering from having a BBL because the recovery time is a couple of months. I mean, so much has been said, to the point that the palace actually spoke out about all that's being said, reiterating that Kate is getting better and will remain out of the public eye until after Easter. People published this statement that reads, "A spokesperson for Princess Kate said, 'We were very clear from the outset that the Princess of Wales was out until after Easter, and Kensington Palace would only be providing updates when something was significant.' The person reiterated the Princess 42 is doing well." Shortly after this, there was a photo of Kate going around. It was a paparazzi photo of her in the car, but people are very suspicious about how this photo is looking and what's going on in it. Like I said, she hasn't been seen since December, so when this photo came out, people were freaking out, and they also didn't really think that it looked like her, but the photo is supposed to be of Kate in the passenger seat of a car being driven by her mom, and people had some questions after zooming in and trying to clear up the image to get a better look, as the quality of the image isn't the best. Theories started flying around on Twitter. People just had lots of things to say. They were like, how do you explain these pat pics? Left are recent pat pics of Kate Middleton driving a car authorized by the palace. Right is allegedly her sitting in a car last week, unauthorized. The difference in image quality is not an accident. Others had questions about why it seemed like they were in a rental car because there was a no smoking sticker on the front windshield. It certainly only concerned people more not knowing what's going on here, and it just got so much worse as it seems the palace tried to quiet things down by sharing this photo of Kate and the kids for Mother's Day in the UK, which was over the weekend. To the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram account, they shared this photo on their Instagram story. They also tweeted it out and posted it on their grid on Instagram. The caption read, "Thank you for your kind wishes and continued support over the last 2 months. Wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day. Photo credit, the Prince of Wales, 2024. So they're claiming this photo was taken in 2024, like it's a new picture or something. And at first, things seemed fine, which is probably why a ton of news outlets went ahead and used it as they reported on the palace showing Kate for the first time in a long while. But Twitter users were very quick to start looking at things a little closer and noticed that the photo had a ton of edits made to it, and there were just so many things that were off. Twitter users wrote, "I wasn't in on this whole conspiracy about Kate Middleton missing and the royals covering it up until they dropped this obviously fake photo today to appease public concern. I do photography and work with post-processing/editing a lot. Here are just a few unexplainable issues." Wonder if they did this on purpose just to have a giggle at the conspiracy theorists. And you can see part of Charlotte's sleeve is missing. It's the jumper pattern not matching on the sleeve for me. And you can kind of see the pattern is a little off. This too. These window frames are also strange. The most glaring are Kate's missing ring, the awful Photoshop around the left hand, the blurred hand holding PG, and Kate's hair being blurry. Multiple photo agencies such as AP and USA Today have now pulled the new photo of Kate Middleton shared by Kensington Palace after concerns that it was manipulated. Associated Press said that the photo was being killed. ITV News royal editor Chris Shipp tweeted out saying, "No comment from Kensington Palace tonight after at least 3 international picture agencies refused to distribute this morning's photo of Kate and her children. Some of them, AP, have claimed the source, the palace, has manipulated the image." This was the kill notification. It says, "Clients, please be advised that the following story has been killed and should no longer be used." They claimed the reason for killing the story. At closer inspection, it appears that the source has manipulated the image. No replacement photo will be sent. Please remove it from all platforms, including social, where it may still be visible. He continued, and now this from at AFP. Mandatory kill due to an editorial issue. This photo number by Prince of Wales has been withdrawn from AFP systems and may no longer be used in any matter. Please immediately remove it from all of your online services. Stop using. In another tweet, he wrote, "Mandatory kill notice from AFP, a huge international picture agency which says there is an editorial issue with Kensington Palace's photo and has told clients to remove it. I suspect more people will see it as a result." USA Today also put out a statement saying conspiracy theories about Princess Kate's whereabouts have been given new fuel after several major photo agencies pulled an image of the Princess of Wales that she shared on Instagram Sunday over concerns the source has manipulated the image. The Associated Press, AFP, and Reuters retracted the image shortly after the family photo showing Kate seated on a chair and surrounded by her children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, was published. It has come to light that the handout issued by Kensington Palace today of Kate and the kids has been altered. Therefore, it was withdrawn from AFP systems, the agency said in a notice. USA Today removed an Instagram post that included the photo Sunday. Tap our link in the bio to see what photo professionals have pointed out as problematic with the image. For these major news outlets to be issuing a retraction like this is huge, and it's causing even greater concern that the palace has seemingly wanted to avoid any conversation surrounding the topic. Yesterday, they avoided addressing all of the things being said about it, but this morning, to the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram account, they posted this story to try and address all of the edits in the photos. And you guys, it's weird. It's weird. They said, "Like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very happy Mother's Day. See." Now, what I'm going to say is, I think that when it comes to conspiracy theories or people speculating, sometimes it can get really crazy and out there, but this photo was really heavily edited. And when I tell you guys, it just makes me feel a little weird that they're suddenly saying, "Oh, I just experiment with editing." This wasn't just experimenting with editing where you're doing a little Photoshop to make your face look a little slimmer or something. We're talking about people thinking that they changed the clothes that they're wearing and everything about this photo basically to make it seem like this is a new photo of Kate and the kids when this is an old photo. And the reason why they wanted to do that, that's what everybody wants to know. But, "Oh, I'm just experimenting with editing." Like, no, you're not. You purposely wanted to make this look like a new photo when it's not. And one TikToker really dissected this.
Instead, I'm gonna say, let's take a really good look at these outfits. Okay, so in November, Kate and her kids went to a baby bank and put together a charity video that dropped in December. And if you know anything about Kate Middleton, you know that people obsessively track her fashion. So of course I was able to find a bunch of blogs breaking down exactly what she was wearing. Now, yeah, I know that the sweater in her picture was black, but stick with me because it's photoshopped. I think they changed around the clothes on the photo, but look at these boots and look at the pants. This is the exact sweater. It's from a company called Rice, I believe. Now let's look at the boots that she's wearing in this new photo. It's the same exact boots as this baby bank visit that she did with her kids. Let's talk about the little girl and what she's wearing. Look at the neckline on this sweater in this photo. And here she is in a very similar neckline on the same day from the baby bank. And you can see it even better here in the fashion blog from December where they were breaking down what everybody was wearing in this video. It's a very specific neckline. I mean, take a look. It looks like they just added another sweater on top of this. But it doesn't stop there because take a look at the shoes that her daughter was wearing that day. These are the same exact shoes and probably the same tights, but it's hard to tell because the photos are a little bit saturated and I can't see the ribbing in the original one. But it's definitely the same shoes. Now the older kid was wearing this navy sweater and plaid shirt underneath at the baby bank. But it kind of looks to me in this photo like that's the same sweater, they just made it a little bit lighter and then they didn't want you to notice the checkered collar, so they covered it with blue. Unfortunately, I really could not get a clear shot of the pants and shoes of the little boy, so I didn't bother to go into his much, but it's weird to me that Kate is wearing a sweater that looks suspiciously exactly like that cream sweater, except just happens to be darker, with the same exact shoes and the same exact kind of looking pants, and then her daughter's wearing the same exact sweater with the ruffled neck, with the same exact shoes and possibly the same tights. Now, yes, this skirt is different, but that is one of the most glaring Photoshop issues in this photo that a lot of people have noticed. Right here where the skirt juts out and it doesn't make any sense. So additionally, a lot of people noticed right here where they messed up the sleeves. So I'm kind of thinking that they probably took this photo the day of that event back in November when they filmed it. It didn't see the light of day until December, but I think they filmed it in November. But of course, they're not going to release a picture that's supposed to be brand new with them all in the same outfits from a publicized event. So they just kind of tinkered it a little bit. And look at that neckline and look at this part right here. I've upped the exposure quite a lot so that you can see the ribbing better, but look how it lands on her like thigh area, the thickness of that belt of the ribbing, and then look at the turtleneck. Yes, I know a lot of turtlenecks look the same, but I do believe that this was photoshopped to be darker and it was just that cream sweater because they don't make it in another color.
This whole thing is so extremely sketchy. And it's become a huge conversation. The whole photoshopping is beyond strange. I feel like they could have just used an old photo and said that it was an old photo and it wouldn't have caused as much of a storm as this did because they're coming across as obviously wanting to cover something up. It's such a mess, but I want to know what you guys think about all of this. And if you guys have been following along on this story, let me know all of your thoughts. I love you guys so much and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.